Hello guys, I'm the Canadia review. I'm doing a new video for you guys. And this time we're taking a look at Transformers Prime. Not reveal the shields. What am I talking about? Robots in disguise. Revealers, aka Deluxe Class. Autobot Ratchet. And you gotta have this toy if you absolutely love Ratchet. So let's take a closer look at him, shall we? So here's Ratchet in his alt mode, and right away as I saw Ratchet in his alt mode, I thought it was a great choice. I love the design of it overall. The front of it does kind of remind me of that Cup figure, so that's kind of cool. There's some little bit of like Ironhide into it, and they're both kind of trucks. This one's just with an ambulance bit on the back, so that's kind of cool. A lot of people might be complaining that Ratchet and Ironhide are not repaints. I kind of like the fact that Ironhide's a truck and Ratchet's ambulance vehicle with the back, of course, because it just makes it feel like they're proper, they're meant for each other. Now, I love the tires. The tires look great. It's overall really nice. And it's got some red paint, so that's kind of cool. It doesn't have a lot of red paint, but, you know, I'm not going to complain over the fact that it's mostly white. I kind of like the look of it overall. I don't feel like it needs that much red. The Prime figure did have it, like the actual TV show version of Ratchet. I feel like that really had a lot of red, and it was good. This amount of white is also good. I'm not going to complain that it doesn't have a lot of red as it should have. It should have more red, just to be accurate, but I'm not going to really moan about it. Bitch and moan about it all you want, that's fine. Probably shouldn't use the word bitch, now everyone's going to complain about me, because they think I call them whiners, but if you want to complain about them not being red is what I'm saying, or have more red, is what I'm saying, go ahead. It's fine with me, I can see why. The mirrors on the sides here are obnoxiously big, but that's a good thing. I will say they actually did pay attention to the mirrors, and, you know, that's kind of cool. I don't really see a lot of mirrors in Transformers or really notice them. So I love that little extra added detail that they didn't really need. I know Transformers have them, but with them being this huge, you kind of do necessarily notice them, and it makes you feel grateful that Hasbro does take the time to look at details, even the little bits. And speaking of little bits, I love the panels on here. The back is very impressive with the door on the back. That's nice. Overall, it could have been painted better. I mean, the gray bit right here, that's kind of weird, and how it's gray in the back there. But overall, it's great. It does have the swords on the back. They're kind of rubberish, so you can plug them onto the front, like so. But because they're rubber, they're really difficult to push in. And it's not just like a hard rubber, it's very soft, because they're very thin. Even to where the peg is, it is very soft, but you can get it to where it's like that Wheeljack Tusk mode, and you can plug them on the top here if you want for, I don't know what reason, collecting electricity. I'm guessing he took notes from that Cliff Jumper. So overall, is it a good alt mode? Yeah, it's really well done. I love it. Absolutely well done. When you flip his feet out, he looks like he has high heels, so that's fun, I guess. A really great alt mode, and let's go to robot mode. Oh, and lights. Robot mode! Taking a cue from ASDF movie. Is anyone a doctor? I am. Well, you're a nerd! But I am the doctor! And here's Ratchet in his robot mode, and he looks like he's ready for some sumo wrestling. push, push, push. So overall, I really do like this robot mode. Just wondering, why he said that he didn't choose ambulance mode for laughs. What's so funny about an ambulance? Is it the way it goes? I don't know. Anyways, so it's got a lot of great articulation. That's always fun, but it does have some joints that feel like they don't need to be there, and yeah, like that, and there's 2 joints in the leg. Other than that, it's really cool. Waist articulation. When I first saw that, I was like, what? Waist articulation? What? He does have a ball joint on his head, but he does have the spring. Wait, what? He does have a spring mechanism, so it's kind of. It's just anytime you move it, it wants to just be loose, except for just then, which is odd. Oh, there we go. So can he stand? No! Yes, he can. He has big feet. So, you know, he can stand pretty easily. Overall, I love this figure. I absolutely love him. So, I haven't really found a way to store the swords. It would have been awesome if there was a way to really store the swords in the back, but not from what I'm seeing. If there's anything, you can push this forward and have it like that, I guess, but it kind of bends the swords, which I didn't show you, which was dumb of me. But what you can do with the swords is you can also plug them on his knees to have him, you know, stab with his feet. That's always fun. You know, you can also plug them in the hands and do this. Now, you can do this, but I think it's better to do this. Don't you think? Stabby, stabby! So, yeah. Very insane, very crazy Ratchet over here. Anyways, so, great figure. It does have a lot of white, so just so you guys are aware that it does still contain quite a bit of white. But it's not horrible, I will say. I love the swords like this. I mean, he's ready to take on some Terracons. Overall, I love the figure, but let's go on to my overall review. So overall, do I highly recommend Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Ratchet? I would absolutely recommend him. If you love Ratchet, you definitely need to buy this toy, so highly recommend this guy. I am the Canadian reviewer. I'm going towards some bacon.